Okay, so for today's video, I'm going to do another quick problem that uses basically the idea where you're given one thing, you can find a gazillion other things if you know one other thing. Alright, and this problem, it's a muon and it's having a mass. Its rest mass is 106 megaelectron volts over c squared, and you know that you're going to find the speed, momentum, total energy of a 200 megaelectron volts muon. And this is one of those things where they don't tell you, but they give it to you in a form where they tell you, oh, this has to be some energy, and I'm assuming it's probably kinetic energy because this has to do with the rest energy. And when you're doing relativistic calculations, you have rest energy. If they give me that one, then I know this one has to be the kinetic energy. And they ask for what is total energy, so they know this number can't be the total energy. Alright, we're gonna hop right in. And some weapons we're gonna use are these guys. And if you don't know these, it's gonna be really hard to actually solve all these problems, because if you know, when you learn like a unit like this, if you just apply these really quickly and keep track of your units, you can solve the problem like pretty simply and pretty quick. Alright, so the first one, I want to find the total energy because that looks to be the simplest to do. Alright, total energy is equal to the kinetic energy plus the rest mass. Okay, so what is the kinetic energy? It's 200 mega electron volts. Plus the rest mass. And the rest mass, if you don't know, of a particle or something that's moving relativistic, is related to its rest energy, or the rest mass times speed of light squared. And in this case, the rest mass is 106 mega electron volts per c squared times c squared. These go away, so now they have the same units, and you get the total energy is 306 mega electron volts. That was super easy to do because I knew the equation and I kept track of my units. No biggie. And now let's find the momentum. Alright, just apply this guy. It's the same thing, just keep track of your units. And okay, so we plug in EAT. It's 306 squared MeV squared is equal to momentum squared, which we don't know, times c squared plus the rest energy squared. In that case, the rest energy is the rest mass times c squared, which we know is 106. And I have to square it. Okay. No biggie. Okay, and then we basically solve for p, so we minus this, take the square root, so you get, since these are the same units, you can minus them. I take the square root, so this unit of MeV squared becomes just MeV. And you divide by c squared, and take the square root of it, so it becomes a c. And that is just going to equal your momentum of these units. And I believe, typed in my calculator, it's 287.05 mega electron volts per C, and that is in units that correlate to momentum. Okay, and for the last part, the kinetic energy, I'm going to use the kinetic energy to solve what the speed is. You can also use momentum, but I feel like it's a lot simpler because when you learn this, they give you the kinetic energy right away. So I could have started with the kinetic energy. Doesn't really matter. So the speed, how do you find that? It's in this gamma, which is V over C, but gamma is here as well. So I want to put everything, solve for gamma, and then basically solve for V once I solve for gamma. So I'm going to clear up the board just a little bit. Okay, just to recall, total energy is 306 and momentum is 287.05. Okay, so to find the speed, here we go. Kinetic energy is 200 MeV is equal to rest energy, what is this guy times c squared, which I already did. So basically, is this times gamma. So solve for gamma, you get gamma is 200 over 106 plus 1. I'm going to call this alpha. This guy right here, alpha. I can plug it in later to my calculator. But we know gamma is equal to this. 1 minus V over C squared. And if we solve this for V, which is the speed, you multiply it over, divide 1 over alpha, square it, and then I'm going to subtract it, but that's a negative sign, so it's going to look something like this. So I could do up all the steps, but I know it's going to look something like this. So if I want to find the V or the speed in terms of C, which is usually what you want, because it's like it's the ratio, you know, when you do these type of problems, like 99% speed of light or something. So you multiply it over. So your V becomes, well, if you plug in all the numbers, you get 1 minus that whole thing times C. So it's a number times C, which is what you usually want for V. And I believe I wrote it down because it's annoying to remember. So you get something like this. Okay? Yeah. So when you do these problems, just remember, if you're given two things, think about what the quantities are, and you have to remember when you're also doing these are the problems you want to know when you're going to a test or a quiz. Okay, have a good one.